Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have some new review, and for this review, this is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 and let's take a look at it. I am back from hiatus with a new review and I have using this phone for almost a month and here's my conclusion after using it. They call the Z Flip 5 the biggest upgrade from the Z Flip series and also a big refinement from the Z Flip 4. Without further ado, let's take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. So let's go to its design. In my opinion, this is the best looking Z Flip in the whole lineup. I love the flat sides, the new hinge, and the larger outer screen. Samsung calls it the flex window. From the size of the phone, this is now flat when closed. Because from the predecessor, it had a gap when closed. So it can get a little bit of dust on the inside, which is not ideal, but now it prevents it. And also, it made the phone much thinner and lighter than before. I would like to mention the fingerprint scanner placement, which is in the right placement, integrated with the power button. It's responsive and fast to register my finger. Folding and unfolding this phone feels satisfying. It's rigid and you can set it to a different angle, especially the closing sound. Don't be like that and be careful when closing this phone. But the overall look of this phone, I love it, especially when folded. It's a cute, fun, small phone and it can easily fit to your pocket and into your bag. The Z Flip 5 has 4 colors: cream, mint, graphite, and lavender. And what I have is a lavender color, which reminds me of my old Galaxy Note 9. Then to the display, there are 2 displays. On the outside, it has a 3.4-inch Super AMOLED display, 60Hz and 1600 nits of peak brightness. Then when unfolded, it has a 6.7-inch foldable dynamic AMOLED 2X and has a 120Hz HDR10 Plus and 1750 nits peak brightness. Samsung displays in general are really impressive, especially the flagships, and the Z Flip 5 has the same displays as the other flagship, like the S23. I love this the most because you have a bigger screen when unfolded, then also a compact size when folded. I love how practical this form factor is. When enjoying watching videos, scrolling to social media, and gaming, I love the display. Some people would comment about the crease, but for me as using it as a driver, it doesn't really bother me at all. Yes, you can see when the screen is turned on and angle away from reflection, but when using it, it's not bothersome at all and you can't see it, especially when using a lighter outfit. The ratio of this phone is taller than a normal brick phone, so when watching a video on landscape, it has a big black bezel on the side. But when watching vertical videos like TikTok, Reels, and Short, etc., it's actually great, and it shows a lot more content with the taller aspect ratio. Let's go to performance. It has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, with an Adreno 740 GPU. This phone being the current flagship of the Flip series and also has a year-old chip, it still performs well. I have never encountered any lags or bugs when using this phone. Playing games on this phone like Call of Duty, it's awesome. I've never encountered any lags at all, even after playing for a long time. I'm using very high graphics and frame rates. And was stunning with the beautiful dynamic AMOLED 2X display. The only problem that I've encountered when it comes to performance is the heat dissipation. Since this is a holdable phone, then it can't spread the heat throughout the body. So when it's thermal trolling, it's only the top part that is heating up. So it can get really hot, especially when it's direct sunlight. It's rare to make this phone hot, especially when using it in basic usage and not in gaming. But the great part of this SoC that is it's a power efficient chip. So even with the smaller battery of the Z Flip 5, it can still last longer. It can go up to date without charging this phone. On the software, this is running the latest version it can run. Android 14 running One UI 6.1. This phone is supported by 4 years of OS updates and 5 years of security updates. This phone is compatible with the new Galaxy AI that's included on the One UI 6.1, and it made the phone more powerful with the AI features. So let's go to its battery. It has a 3700 mAh battery and it can charge up to 25 watts wired and 15 watts wireless. It has the same battery size as a predecessor, Z Flip 4, but this with a much more efficient chip, performs better and lasts longer. But don't expect a lot more from this phone because it's a folding phone that folds into a compact size. It has a small battery by today's standard. But when using it in daily activities like watching videos, texting, or scrolling to social media, it actually lasts. It can last me almost a whole day with normal usage. But when gaming, expect this phone to drain the battery faster. But when charging, it charges fast with a fast charger, and it was completed by an hour. Let's go to its camera. On the back, we have 2 cameras. We have a 12 megapixel f1.8 wide camera with OIS, and a 12 megapixel f2.2 120-degree ultra-wide camera. The hardware on paper, it looks like it has a decent camera and 12 megapixel, especially since it has the same specs as a Galaxy S20. But the output from these cameras with the software finishes made the photos look impressive. The photos perform great in daylight, They have a natural look with a Samsung signature look, which focuses on color, vividness, contrast, saturation, and sharpness. The software is balancing it, and it doesn't look aggressive with the processing, compared with the older Samsung camera, which is aggressive with the camera software processing. But there were times that the processing will be blown out by the contrast. Then when zooming in, the Z Flip 5 lacks a telephoto camera, so it uses a digital zoom. But even with a digital zoom, it does a good job. But it's noticeable when zooming in. It results in a lower quality and losses sharpness. So it's better if this phone has telephoto camera. Then the night shots were impressive. It brightens the image well without losing or ruining the quality and details. It balances the processing well without being blown out. The colors and contrast look great. For selfies, I much prefer to take selfies using the back camera and the outer screen. Look at the big difference. And when I take selfies with the back camera, I tend to rotate the phone so the camera will be on top, so it would not look awkward when using it for selfies. When it comes to videos, it's the same with the Samsung processing, and it also helps with the OIS on the main wide camera, but the ultra wide camera doesn't have it. So to its features, this phone packs a lot of features, especially this uploading phone. First, with the new larger outer screen or flex window, you can add widgets, view notification, and access quick setting controls. And you can make it look the way you want it, and also service functionality. You can switch to a lot of block faces or customize them with colors, fonts, positions, styles, and more. With Samsung Labs and Gridlock, you can basically do everything on the outer screen without even needing to unfold it. There's a launcher for the apps you want to access on the outer screen if you want to view the social media, watch videos, reply to messages, or even play games. The feature that I love the most is that you can take selfies with the back camera, so you can take much better selfies. And you can even use the phone as a mini tripod for steady shots, or for filming TikToks. And you can even view yourself on the outer screen. And with the software, this phone really packs a lot of customization, and it will take hours to explore it. Then to its durability. I would like to include this section because this phone is a lot more fragile than a normal brick phone, since this is a folding phone. I bought this phone used and it's actually impressive that it looks like a brand new phone with no scratches or dents at all, except for the hinge area. There are scratches at all even for the displays. But there's one problem. When I bought it, it had a dead pixel in the crease area, but my theory is that it got pressed by a fingernail. But after using it with that, it doesn't get any bigger or affect the display itself, and it wasn't noticeable or bothering me at all, so I'm okay with it. But overall, with many posts that I did, especially when using it as a fidget toy, it still works fine, but still use this phone carefully and be gentle with it. Don't be like me that I'm opening and closing this phone aggressively at first. In conclusion, I love using this phone, and I consider it to be the best overall update of the Z Flip series. Samsung made a big improvement to the Z Flip 5 compared to the 4, with the new features, a new look, a new hardware and software. I enjoyed using this phone and it's such a fun to use, and it is an ultra compact phone that you can easily store in your pocket or in your bag. The new successor Z Flip 6 will be coming soon, so I'm interested what will be the upgrade from the Z Flip 5. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 is priced in the range of 53,000 pesos to 65,000 pesos. It depends on the store where you will buy this phone, but the price dropped from the original price, and you will get a better deal if you found a used one in excellent condition. That's my review and conclusion using the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 in 2024. It's really such a fun and a cute phone to use. That's for today's video. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell to know if you're going to post a video. Also, like this video if you like this review of this phone. So goodbye and see you at the next video. Bye bye.